Dogs have been proven to be man's best friend time and time and again. What if I can tell you they can also be isekai'd with you? Takumi often works overtime and gets home after dark. Elise's beloved Maltese puppy, Leo, is always happy to greet him when he returns home. One day, Takumi wakes up in an unfamiliar forest, and right in front of an enormous wolf on top of that. Wait, could this gigantic canine actually be his once little Leo? With the help of a mysterious new magical power, Takumi will do his best to make a laid-back, easy life for himself and his furry best friend. So, our main character, Takumi, is a just regular company worker who works a bunch of overtime, and for a year and a half, 2 years, he come home very late at night. But recently, he got this puppy named Leo, who's a little Maltese and is very, very cute. So, when he comes home one night, he feeds his dog, Leo, she's a female, he feeds her some sausage. She loves some sausage. Well, as he's feeding her, he just faints and passes out in the middle of feeding her. When he wakes up, he's confronted by this giant, cute wolf creature there. And of course, anyone would. He freaks out and backs up and is scared, and he realizes in his force. Then all of a sudden, he realizes that Leo is actually that giant wolf. So after a couple minutes of sitting there figuring out what's going on, we're trying to figure out where they're at, Takumi realizes he doesn't have that much survivor skill in him. So, with the help of Leo, they find a river to which Takumi drinks water and stuff. Then they realize they're hungry. Out of nowhere, an orc just appears, to which Leo just cuts the orc down, and Leo spews fire out, and they start a fire and cooking the orc. And as they finish up and start trying to figure out what they want to do, Takumi hears someone begging for help off in the distance, to which him and Leo run off. And then that's when they find Miss Claire Lebert. I had to look down and remember her name. But she was being attacked by an orc, to which Leo came in, saved the day, and she thanks them. Now you're wondering what she was doing out there. She was looking out for this specific flower or root or herb or whatever it is to try and heal her sister. So she asked Takumi and Leo to help, and to which they do, and with Takumi's weird ability, which he didn't even know at the time, he put his hand on the ground, and he brought forth this flower root thing that he was looking for. Well, he found a bunch of it because of that, and at this time he didn't know what it was. So from there, him, Miss Claire, and Leo go off to Claire's mansion, and they ride on the back of Leo, go through this nice field where you see a bunch of cute art of just this wide open plain, and that's when Takumi realizes, yeah, he's not really home anymore. He is just in his fantasy world. To him, this is all just a dream though at this time, but it's a really good dream. It's a nice change of pace. So once they arrive to this mansion in the middle of nowhere, everyone sees that Miss Claire's on the back, and they all start freaking out. What's this silver wolf? Then they realize it might be a Firin, which is a mythical giant wolf that has a bunch of powers and is very, very rare in this world, to the point where their town symbol and their family crest even is designed after one of these mythical wolves. So after getting settled into this mansion and everything, they meet a butler named Sebastian, who greets Takumi with, welcoming, love and care, because he took and saved Miss Claire, his person, saved her life. From there, you slowly start to realize that this world has magic, and to which Sebastian explains everything about the 4 elements, which are water, earth, fire, and air. Then goes into more detail about how everyone has mana in them, everyone has to have it, and they slowly start realizing that Takumi's not from this place. To which Takumi puts together that he's actually been isekai'd, and he has to explain that he's not from there. Because of everything he's done, they accept him for who they are. They don't throw him out or anything. They even offer him to stay the night. And as they were talking, some of those herbs that they were talking about to save the sister, they needed to wait for them to dry. Well, suddenly they fall from this table or this bag, and Takumi reaches out to grab them, saves them, and they turn instantly dry, which is what they needed. So from there, they ran off and were able to make this medicine to save the sister from this illness, and we find out that Takumi has this weird power, which we don't know what it is yet. By the end of the book, they're running off into town to get him tested and do a bunch of other things. Keep in mind, all the meanwhile, Leo is just there being a cute big wolf, being super gentle. The staff, the maids, are very scared, but then Leo shows her kindness by using an inside voice. Doesn't bark their ears off, just softly barks. I was about to do it on camera. I don't think you want to hear that, but softly barks and slowly wins over the maids. And they realize that even though she can kill orcs and do all this other thing, she's a very kind and gentle soul, which they really love, and they really portray it in this book with the art. So after learning about all the magic in this world, learning about everything he could at this place, he gets rest in, he wakes up, and he realizes this is actually reality and this isn't some dream that he's been in this whole time. So after a while, you meet the little sister Tilura, I think that's how you pronounce it. But she basically thanks Takumi for saving her, because without him, she'd still be sick and deathly ill. And then she really falls in love with Miss Leo, aka the giant wolf, really fast. And they go off and play, and they discuss more of the politics and stuff in this world, trying to figure out what to do, to which they even offer him some new clothes because he's been in his work attire this whole time, and he realizes that he needs a new pair of clothes because he can't be walking around in like dress shoes and a dress shirt and some ties and khakis. It's not really comfortable in this fantasy world. So from there, they all agree that they're going to go get Takumi tested, figure out what his magical power is. They're going to pay for everything as a thank you for saving Claire's life. Once they get into this town after riding this carriage and everything, they freak people out with Leo. Then they go and try to get these clothes made, to which Claire realizes that she's, never had pre-made clothes, which is what Takumi asked for. And the whole cute little rom-com thing ensues. Then, as they're leaving this place to go get him tested, some bandits come and attack them. Well, that didn't end well because, some of the guards were that they hired, like the mercenaries that they hired to protect them, they were going to protect them, but then Leo comes around the corner, they get scared, Leo scares them, and that's it. That's literally how this ends. As the book ends, they're heading off to get him tested. The art in this is very, I guess, homey, warm. I think that's the best way to describe it. It feels familiar. How they draw Leo, how they draw the people around is very nice. It feels very quaint, very dainty, I think is a good way to put it. Nothing too crazy. I mean, yeah, when, the slash, there's a little bit of blood and stuff, but I don't really focus on that. It's more the slice of life aspect of Takumi just trying to figure out what to do with his best friend Leo, and going from there. So they portray it very well with the art. The detail to the background of the city is fantastic. So I think this is a good, nice change of pace of slice of life. I really love the fact that his little dog got isekai'd with him. So they're not left alone by themselves in this apartment and, never seen or heard from again. And he gets someone familiar in this new world. I really like that. It's a nice, cool little change of pace that I really enjoy. And it's not like he's overpowered. He might have this thing where he can bring forth plants or something. They call it a gift. And then Leo's just this mythical thing, but it's super, super like nice and very caring about the people around her. And obviously is very protective over her owner. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know about the sausages that you really love, because that is Leo's favorite food, is sausage. So let me know what your kind of favorite sausage is. I guess I don't know how to go about this, but I think I'm definitely going to add this to my repertoire of manga that's going to be forever increasing. And I really, really like this change of pace out of everything I was reading. So let me know what you think. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.